sure my phone's off. Yeah, okay. I get some. Sometimes you forget whether you did I turn off the coffee pot? Did I lock the front door? Did I turn off my phone? So sometimes I'll just to be able to take my phone out. I will sometimes tell the guys in the band how beautiful they look in the light, and I just like to take a picture of them. Thank you for that. I like when unexpected things happen. Because that's just life, isn't it? I mean, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I think about that every time I get on an airplane. I think it's really important. You have to look around at your fellow passengers, and you have to think to yourself, now, which of these people would God want to save, and which would... I'm always relieved when there are little children on the flight. And sweet-looking old people. Michael Calvin used to say, oh, yeah, whenever there's we have... I hope you folks were all okay in the storm. Those kinds of things can be devastating and disastrous. I've been through... a number of them, living in the Houston area all my life. My Uncle Calvin, my mom's younger brother, he would say, oh yeah, whenever there's going to be bad weather, we always go over to Herman and Maddie's. That was my mom's older sister. And she was saintly, my Aunt Maddie. She's been gone a number of years, but just saintly. I mean, even in her last few weeks when she was in the home, and she wouldn't recognize you at all, but her good nature was the same. And she'd always say, whether she knew who you were or not, she'd say, well, I'm so glad to see you. And then we'd say, Aunt Maddie, it's great to see you. You look really great. And she said, well, you either use it or lose it. But yeah, Michael Calvin would say, I go over to Herman and Maddie's because I know the good Lord would never let anything happen to them. There was a pastor this morning on the flight said hello to me, and I thought, well, that's good. This is a song we started playing. It's one we haven't recorded yet. We started playing it last summer, and it's one that I made up with my children. Our twins are 7 years old now, a boy and a girl. I mean, you probably know about them because I've been talking nonstop about them since they were born. And gosh, I'm just so proud of them. But we were on the road 2 summers ago, summer 22, and played. They come on the road 2 or 3 weeks, every summer, and I love it because they usually go to sleep by the time we start the show, but after the show, I can sneak on the bus and kiss them goodnight, and I just feel at home wherever we are. But this one particular evening, it was 4th of July, so it was a little early. The show was early. It ended about the time we normally start, but I still thought they'd be asleep by the time I got on the bus. But they weren't. I pulled back the curtain, and every light was on, full blast on the bus. They were running from one end of the bus to the other, back and forth. And they were singing something that I thought was pretty catchy. So I stopped them. It turned out to be the chorus of the song. I stopped them, and I said, okay, that's a song, and we're going to make it up together. And immediately, my daughter stopped and looked at me very seriously, and she said, well, we have to have a verse about unicorns. She's 5. I said, okay, no problem. And then my son said, well, what about dinosaurs? We can't leave out dinosaurs. I said, all right, no problem. So this is one that was inspired by their running around on the bus and singing.